Hi, I'm Janet.
Hi, I'm Steve Williams, and this is our home remodel. Well, when we first saw the home, it was really a nice location, but the inside of the home was dated, and it really didn't fit our style. So when we purchased the home, we knew we were going to do a pretty extensive remodel. Well, the good news is we were still living in California when we purchased this house, and so we were able to be completely out of the house and stay in California during the time of the remodel, and it was such an extensive remodel that it worked out really nice for us. There was two primary problems with the house: the kitchen and then the living room. When you first walked into the house, the dimensions were very strange. It had a very, very tall ceiling and a narrow living room. So when you first walked into the house, it was kind of problematic, and the design team really came up with a great idea to drop the ceiling down and make the room just seem to fit the rest of the house. So I think those two areas of the house needed the most attention. They did a lot of work on site. We walked through the house, gave them ideas. There was a lot of collaboration between, not only Bo and Jen, but the whole team. And then I think, once we got preliminary drawings and we sat down at Kingdom Homes and did about a 3-hour session where we really hammered out the rest of the remodel, because basically this whole house went to bare studs. So it was a very extensive remodel. So I think I really appreciate the effort that went into the initial design phase to kind of help solve with problems later on in construction.
That plus the flow of all the rooms, they all just flow together really nicely as far as the ceilings, the coffered ceilings, just the detail on the walls, the flooring, just everything flows really nicely now.
I think that they took it as a personal project. So everyone at Kingdom & Co. really was engaged in the process from the very beginning. You could tell that they wanted it to turn out the way we wanted it to turn out. So I think I really appreciated that. The communication and the way they posted progress pictures on their site, I think it was nice because we were out of town so we could see the progress. There were monthly meetings at the house. We had check-ins, so it's always hard to manage a lot of subcontractors. And I think on site we had Edward did a great job making sure that subcontractors were engaged and giving us the results we were looking for.
Our feeling on the outcome of our project here at the house is that it just feels just light and airy and comfortable, and it feels like home finally. Whereas before, it didn't feel like home to us, and now it does, and we're just really pleased with the outcome.
I think the transformation was just such a contrast from a 1980s look and feel and chopped up, and you could tell they did some remodeling room to room. Like Janet said earlier, nothing flowed, and so for me, it just feels like a brand new house. And when you do a remodel, the idea is for people not to know it's a remodel, and I think that's what I'm the most happy with. Is the house looks like it's brand new on the inside, and all the rooms flow, the themes, the design, the construction. So it's kind of like the whole package.
Our experience working with Kingdom & Co., the whole team was just very refreshing to find a company that would listen and follow through and execute what we wanted in our home. And I think they really exceeded that. And I was actually kind of surprised because you don't find that every now and then. Company like Kingdom & Co. that would take such ownership in their work and just make it a great product in the end.
Yeah, I would agree. I think they instilled a lot of confidence in a difficult process. Remodels are always difficult, and sometimes they can feel like they get out of control and it feels like it's not going to end, where in reality they kept the project moving. It felt like they were always on top of whatever problems would come up. So I would use the word confidence.
Yes.
I think through the whole process, it built a lot of confidence in Kingdom & Co. that they were the right team for the job.